But
Austin Friars, school production of Iolanthe. Well, we have indeed got some of the singers in the studio. You'll meet those in a moment. And also the producer, Mark Wharton, and musical director, Edwin Bosworth. Mark, this is quite an important year, isn't it?
It is, yes. This is our 20th production from Austin Friars. Father Hannon has produced 19 of them, and he was unfortunately very seriously ill earlier this year, and I, as his assistant, had to take over to produce this very big opera with a cast which, although many of them have had great experience through the years, are still very young, and the oldest of them is only 17.
Well, the man that you took over from at very short notice, did he start the whole thing off, this tradition of Gilbert and Sullivan annual production?
He did. He was asked by the prior at that time to produce an opera, and it started in a small hall with a very tiny stage with only one entrance and exit. And I think in the first Iolanthe there were in actual fact 32 peers and 32 fairies all on the stage at one time.
Edwin Bosworth, you're the musical director. How long have you been at Gilbert and Sullivan, Austin Friars?
Since the first one.
Right the way through?
Yes, in St. Augustine's Hall in Stannis.
How have things changed over the years?
We've got bigger and better.
How big is your orchestra now?
23.
Trained entirely by you and entirely boys at the school?
Well, rehearsed, yes, rehearsed by me, and we have two boys from the school in the orchestra. The others are local musicians.
Do you ever have any problems getting them interested in the music of Sullivan and the words of Gilbert?
Oh, no trouble at all, on the whole.
In the days of pop and beat and whatever, they
yes,
still take to these good old tunes.
They come, well, we must have, 70 boys?
Yes.
all over.
Well, 3 of them have joined us in the studio this morning. I'll just leave this table and nip across and have a chat with them and see what they think of it. Well, we've got Philip Jennings, David Frank, and Andrew Roberts. Philip, what part do you take?
I'm playing the Lord Johnson.
And David?
Sullivan.
Andrew?
And the other Mount Ararat.
Is it the first time for all of you in a Gilbert and Sullivan production?
No. Been doing it ever since we came to the school.
You consider yourselves old hands at it now?
Well, supposed to be, no?
Now, what about this year's production, Iolanthe? What's the story of that one?
Well, Strephon wants to marry Phyllis, who is a ward of Chancery, and the Lord wants to marry her, you see. But all sorts of complications arise, and at the end of Act 1 we've got turmoil all over the place, and people are wanting to marry this one and that, and they can't because of a certain reason. But in Act 2 it all works itself out. The story of Gilbert and Sullivan is the same each year, except the different characters, really.
So, but a thoroughly confusing situation.
Oh yes, it is. Well worth watching.
It's not quite such a well-known one, this, is it, Iolanthe? Is the music as bright and jolly as perhaps you would find in some of the others, Pirates of Penzance, that sort of thing?
I would think so, yeah. They've been at it about 10 years together by the time Iolanthe was made, and I think its tunes in it are excellent.
All right, well, let's waste no more time talking. I, in fact, issued what you might think was a challenge, and I said, will you come in and sing something? They have said that they will. If Edwin Bosworth likes to make his way across to the piano, we'll have a foretaste of Iolanthe. What are you going to sing for us, boys?
The trio, which is the Nothing Venture Nothing Win, the song, the song where we all get together towards the end of Act 2, and this is where the problems start to sort themselves out.
I think this is one of the songs that everybody knows too, isn't it?
Yeah.
All right.
If you go in, you're sure to win. Yours will be the charming lady. Be your law, the ancient saw. Faint heart never won fair lady. Never, never, never. Faint heart never won fair lady. Every journey has an end. When at the worst shies at such a price is not worth the maravedi. Be so kind to bear in mind, faint heart never won fair lady. Never, 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 faint heart never won fair lady. While the sun shines, make your hay. Where a will is, there's a way. Fear the lion in his lair. None but the brave deserve the fair. I'll take heart and make a start, though I fear the prospect shady. Much I spend to gain my end. Faint heart never won fair lady. Never, 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 faint heart never won fair lady. Nothing venture, nothing win. Blood is thick, but water's thin. In for a penny, in for a pound. It's love that makes the world go round. Nothing venture, nothing win. Blood is thick, but water's thin. In for a penny, in for a pound. It's love that makes the world